Echoes of madness. The old asylum stood at the edge of town like a forgotten relic of the past, its crumbling facade a testament to the horrors that lay within. As I approached, a chill ran down my spine, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. The front door creaked open with a mournful groan, revealing a darkness that seemed to swallow the light. I hesitated for a moment, but curiosity urged me forward. Inside, the air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the sound of dripping water echoed through the halls. I moved cautiously, hearing my footsteps echoing off the walls. Shadows danced along the broken tapestry, and I could hear faint whispers drifting through the air. I stumbled upon a room that seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and the air crackled with electricity. I felt a shiver through my whole body, and I knew that I had stumbled upon something beyond my comprehension. But as I turned to leave, a voice echoed through the darkness, sending a chill down my spine. "Leave this place," it whispered, "before it's too late." Despite the warning, I couldn't tear myself away from the asylum. There was something about the place that drew me in, something dark and mysterious that called to me like a siren song. As I delved deeper into the bowels of the asylum, the air grew thicker, and the darkness seemed to press in on me from all sides. I could hear the sound of distant footsteps echoing through the corridors. I stumbled upon a ward that had been sealed off from the rest of the asylum, its entrance barricaded with old furniture and debris. With my hands trembling, I pushed aside the obstacles and stepped inside. The air was stale and musty, and the sound of my own heartbeat echoed in my ears. I moved cautiously, my senses on high alert as I searched for any sign of what had happened in this forsaken place. As I explored further, I began to hear strange noises going through the halls. Moans and whispers seemed to emanate from the walls themselves, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. Suddenly, a figure stepped out of the shadows, its eyes burning with an otherworldly light. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips as the figure reached out with ghostly hands, its touch like ice against my skin. With a surge of adrenaline, I broke free from its grasp and fled, the echoes of its laughter following me as I ran. But no matter how far I ran, I couldn't escape the feeling that I was being pursued by something far more sinister than mere shadows. I couldn't shake the feeling of dread that lingered in the air as I raced through the asylum's corridors, the echoes of the ghostly figure's laughter ringing in my ears. Every shadow seemed to twist and contort, reaching out to ensnare me in its grasp. As I stumbled through the darkness, I found myself drawn to a door at the end of a long, narrow hallway. I pushed it open, revealing a room bathed in an eerie, pulsating light. In the center of the room stood a figure, its form shrouded in darkness. As I approached, I realized with a sinking feeling in my heart that it was the source of the asylum's haunting. The figure spoke, with the voice of hundreds. "You have trespassed in our domain," it said, its words spreading through the room like a death knell. "Now you must pay the price." With a sense of horror, I realized that the figure was not alone. Shadows danced around it, twisting and writhing in the darkness like specters of the damned. I tried to flee, but the room seemed to spin around me, and I stumbled to the ground, my limbs heavy with fear. The figure advanced, its eyes burning with a malevolent light as it reached out to claim me. And then, with a blinding flash of light, everything went dark. I awoke some time later, lying on the cold, hard floor of the asylum. The room was empty, the figure nowhere to be seen. But as I stumbled to my feet and made my way back to the entrance, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had become a part of the asylum's twisted legacy, destined to haunt its halls for all eternity. Story 2. The Old Manor. The old manor loomed over the desolate landscape like a specter of the past, its crumbling facade shrouded in darkness. As I approached, a sense of unease washed over me, a feeling that I couldn't shake no matter how hard I tried. But curiosity drove me forward, propelling me toward the mysteries that lay within. The front door creaked open with a spine-chilling groan, revealing a foyer cloaked in shadows. I stepped inside, my footsteps echoing through the empty halls like whispers of the dead. The air was thick with the scent of decay, a tangible reminder of the manor's long-forgotten secrets. As I explored the dilapidated rooms, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, that unseen eyes followed my every move. But try as I might, I saw nothing, only the empty darkness that enveloped me like a shroud. In the heart of the manor, I stumbled upon a room shrouded in darkness, its door ajar as if inviting me inside. I pushed it open, revealing a scene straight from my worst nightmares. The walls were lined with arcane symbols, their meaning lost to time, while strange artifacts littered the room like the remnants of a forgotten ritual. But it was the figure that stood in the center of the room that sent shivers racing down my spine. A shadowy figure, its form indistinct and ever-shifting, watched me with eyes that burned with a malevolent intelligence. And as it spoke, its voice echoed through the darkness like the whispers of the damned. "Welcome, traveler," it said, its voice a haunting melody that sent chills down my spine. "You have come seeking answers, but beware, for not all truths are meant to be known." I stood frozen in place, my heart pounding in my chest as the shadowy figure continued to speak. Its words filled me with a sense of dread, a foreboding certainty that I had stumbled upon something far beyond my understanding. As the figure beckoned me closer, I felt a strange compulsion to obey, to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden within the depths of the manor. With each step I took, the darkness seemed to close in around me, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare me in its grasp. But even as I ventured deeper into the heart of the manor, I could not shake the feeling that I was being led astray, that the shadowy figure was toying with me, using me as a pawn in some twisted game of its own design. As I explored the labyrinthine corridors of the manor, I stumbled upon clues that hinted at its dark and sinister past. Tales of madness and despair whispered through the halls, their echoes haunting my every step. But amidst the chaos, I discovered fragments of a truth that sent shivers racing down my spine. The manor was not merely haunted by ghosts of the past, but by something far more sinister, something that defied all logic and reason. With each revelation, I felt myself drawn deeper into the web of deceit and betrayal that surrounded the manor, my sanity hanging by a thread as I struggled to uncover the truth before it was too late. As I delved deeper into the mysteries of the manor, the darkness seemed to seep into my very bones, twisting and corrupting everything it touched. My resolve wavered, but I pressed on, driven by a desperate need to uncover the truth and escape the clutches of the malevolent force that held me captive. With each step, the shadows grew thicker, coiling around me like a serpent ready to strike. I could feel their icy fingers creeping up my spine, filling me with a terror unlike anything I had ever known. In the heart of the manor, I confronted the shadowy figure once more, its form shifting and writhing in the darkness. It spoke in whispers, promising me power beyond my wildest dreams if only I would surrender myself to its embrace. I took a few steps back and felt crunching beneath my feet, as if I'd stepped on something. With an echoing sound of laughter slowly diminishing, the shadows retreated, vanishing into the ether as if they had never been. But as I caught my breath and surveyed the ruins of the manor, I realized that the victory was hollow. For though the darkness had disappeared, it had taken something from me in return. Something vital, something I could never hope to reclaim. And as I stood alone in the darkness, I knew that the battle was far from over. With a sinking feeling in my heart, I realized that the darkness had left its mark on me, a stain that would never wash away. And as I turned to leave the manor behind, I couldn't shake the feeling that it was watching me, waiting for the moment when it would return to claim me as its own. The end. Subscribe for more. Thank you.